Yizzo! Tony Soul Flow did 22 years. Cheers! He's so proud of the time he's done, it's coming at his ears. He never shuts up about his 22 years. When he's at the mall, 22 years. In a bathroom stall, 22 years. Playing basketball, 22 years. He says, what's up, y'all? 22 years. He says, what's up, y'all? 22 years. Crap! We got into an argument once, and he said, don't you know I've done 264 months? Then I told him it's just attention that he seeks. He said, bitch, I did 1,134 weeks. I was like, damn, that's a long time. He said, wait till I tell you about all my crimes. I was shocked at the way he chose to fucking brag about it. I no longer even want to ask about it. Yizzo! Yeah! Tony, why do you live in a shelter with 45 gays? He said, I don't want to, but I have nowhere else to stay. Life's hard after doing 8,035 days. What the fuck? Yeah. He keeps talking about all the times that he got in this shit. I said, I gotcha, but why you using different increments? I'm like, I don't get it. Why would you ever want to flaunt this? He said, by the way, you know I did my time in Florence. Fuck. Here he goes again. He won't stop talking about how he was in the pen. He said, listen, it's really not even your business, but I'll tell you this, if it wasn't for the witness, I never would have had to do 11 million minutes. This is sickness. I give up. He's really proud that he's a loser, a sexual abuser. Let him spend his life riding around on a scooter. There's no fucking doubt that he was really once a shooter, but while he was locked up, he surely took it in the pooper. Super duper. Uh-oh, Tony, where's your vape? You ain't no hero, there's no cape. Your motherfucking head's the shape of an alien from outer space. And by the way, who did you rape? Oh, that's right, your son's mother. You sex offender, motherfucker. Tony Soul Flow. Let me explain to you something. You are just a lame who is fronting, and I'm a better man on my worst day than you will ever be, even on Theological Thursday. And I'm out. Soul Flow, you're a bitch. I'll get back to you soon. Peace, everyone. Venmo Bald-Sicilian.
Yizzo, what's going on, everybody? The fuck happened? Better. I don't know how that happened. Anyway, guys, very few people here, but we're going to do a Soul Flow show. And of course, we're going to talk about pizza. He said a lot of goofy shit today. We're going to go over that. So it should be fun. And hopefully we'll get a decent crowd. And even if we don't, hopefully the people here fucking donate. I mean, it's a big day, guys. 7 years clean and sober and Father's Day. What are you going to do? Not take care of FBS? How do you live with yourselves? How? I'm sure you guys will donate. I know it. You have to. It would be wrong otherwise. So anyway, Tony fucking Pizza, jerk off. I'm going to unblock you. You had to get blocked in the last show because you have no respect. But I'm going to unblock you now so you could come talk your tough guy shit in here. You hear me, Tony? I bet you won't. I bet you won't. Come talk your shit in here, fuckface. With your 379 bitch-ass subscribers. Let me unblock this fucktard. Unhide user from my channel. You shouldn't be blocked anymore, fucktard. Let's see.
Tommy Wells has his gun out. He's pointing the gun, and all of a sudden, I see this woman.
It's enough, Jimmy. Yeah, you ain't blocked anymore, dickhead. I know you're watching, so jump into the chat whenever you'd like. You know, you wanted to try to interrupt the addiction recovery show. So now, of course, I'm going to drop the link for you and invite you on, Tony. That's why I bet you won't even come into the chat, because I'm going to punk you all over again. I shouldn't have told you my plan, but now it's too late. Yeah. $600 fucking dollars. He was. Why doesn't somebody offer me $600 to do some shit? Who do I got to argue with on YouTube to get $600 out of somebody? Guys, if this day is a flop money wise, I think that's my sign to you know, hang it up. Not like, you know, what I mean is, you know, YouTube, it's probably over. I used to get thousands on a day like today, but I think I'm at like $40 or maybe 20. I'm not sure so far for the day. I'll bitch slap the shit out of Pizza. I dare him to come into this chat. Little buddy. Yeah, come on in, fuckface Tony. Come on in. See if he shows up. He wanted to talk shit in the addiction recovery show because he knows I wasn't going to, you know, fuck a show like that up and just to drop the link for him and go back and forth with him. But this show, yeah, I'll do just that. And SoFlo. We got to talk. Yeah, I know. SoFlo, I heard Tony Pizza say, and this is why I titled the show, SoFlo Said What, even though most of this video won't even be about you, this live stream probably. I want to get your attention. I want to make sure that you hear this, okay? I don't want it to get lost in some other video where it's just, I mention it in passing and then it's about some other shit. No, I want to start the video with this. I heard Tony Pizza say that you said that if I would have stayed live in Fort Lauderdale, I would have got according to you, that was your terminology, I believe. I would have got. Let me tell you something, fuckface. SoFlo, you are as much of a pussy as Tony fucking Pizza. I told you, motherfuckers, that I am in Fort Lauderdale. I told you that, and guess where I was? Now, Tony Pizza, let me tell you something, because anything I do is super overanalyzed. So because I did those short videos that day from Fort Lauderdale, Tony is trying to say now that like I was, you know, nervous. So I just wanted to do a video real quick and run like somebody's going to come get me now that they know I'm here. Guys, literally year after year, 7 fucking vacations to Fort Lauderdale now. I tell you every goddamn time where I am. Fort fucking Lauderdale. We played the Alaska game one time or 2 times, something like that. But even that, I told you, even when I say I'm in Alaska, I'm in fucking Fort Lauderdale. SoFlo, you knew where I was. Pizza, you might not know this because you're a fucking idiot, but SoFlo knows this because we were friends, and 2 of the times I went to Florida, we were cool. Tony knows exactly the area I stay in. Exactly. He doesn't know what hotel, but he knows the general area. Okay? I'm always there when I'm in Florida. Now, this time, yeah, we went to Sanibel a couple of times. The one day we had to go to West Palm Beach. Another day we went to Boynton Beach. But that day, I was not doing videos to say, here I am, come get me. Because if I was, I would have stayed live for an hour or 2. The only reason I did those videos, dickhead, is because you said I wasn't staying in Fort Lauderdale. So what did I do? I did a video early in the day and a video at night. The only thing I was trying to prove is, yes, I am staying in a hotel in Fort Lauderdale. And that proved it. You know why, Tony? Because why the fuck would I be in Fort Lauderdale 1-2 o'clock and also in Fort Lauderdale around 9-ish? When the day is over, it's nighttime. We don't drink. We don't do drugs. It's going back to the hotel time at that point, 9 o'clock. Okay. You're making it seem like as if I was a pussy because I did short videos, like I didn't want to hang around. At least 3 of the nights we were there, we stayed in Fort Lauderdale. I mean, we spent every night there sleeping, but I mean, we stayed day and night in Fort Lauderdale so that, you know, we were in that area. We were on the A1A. We were Fort Lauderdale Beach Boulevard. We were going to the stores like Surf Style and different stores like that, the little like mom and pop beach type stores and fucking Cafe Del Mar and the Rock Bar. We walked past the Elbow Room probably 75 fucking times when we were there. I mean, Tony Pizza, you're an asshole. And SoFlo, if you said that, if you really said what Pizza's saying, that I would have got if you, which is fucking stupid as shit. It sounds exactly like something you'd say. That's why I think you said it. If I would have stayed live. Let me tell you something. How many more hoops do I have to jump through to get you punk motherfuckers to be men? It's always me. If I would have done this, this would have happened to me. If I would have done that, that would have happened to me. Aren't you two the motherfuckers that have been saying you're going to do some shit to me for years? Then I go to your fucking neighborhood. Let's be honest, SoFlo. You're talking about a 35-minute drive from Fort Lauderdale, where I stay, to fucking Miami? Bro, where do I have to go, SoFlo? I got to pop up at your shed and knock on the door? What's your excuse going to be then? Oh, I would fight you, big dog, but my goon isn't here. You're a fucking pussy. I was in your neighborhood. You got punked more so than Tony Pizza did on this second trip, because I was in your area. I was sleeping there every night. I was waking up there every morning. I was walking the strip. I go to the beach in front of the hotel every day. We're on the beach for hours. It's how we start our day. By 11 a.m., noon tops, we're on the fucking beach. Even the days where we went to West Palm Beach or Boynton Beach or Sanibel Island, we would go to the beach there first. Maybe not the Sanibel Island days, but any other day. So even if we were leaving the area for the entire day and we weren't going to be back until nighttime, we still spent hours every day right there on the beach. On the strip, you fucking asshole. You're a pussy. SoFlo, you exposed yourself. You let Shrimp. That's weird because his name is Fish. You let Fish punk you? And bro, I wasn't even trying to punk you, and I punked you every day. The first couple of days, I didn't tell anybody where I was because I didn't want Pizza to know. Then I told you guys for at least the next 6-7 days, I'm in Fort Lauderdale. And Tony Pizza can act like he doesn't believe that. SoFlo knows me. SoFlo knows that when I'm in Florida, I'm in Fort Lauderdale. 90%. The only time I wasn't was when I stayed in Fort Myers for a week. Tony knows that. He knows. Guys, I have told you a million times. Every single fucking time we're there, we walk that strip every fucking night and we eat at those places on that strip. Every single fucking time we're there. SoFlo knew 100% that just like every other vacation we've taken as a family, me and my wife, or me and my wife and my stepson, we took to Fort fucking Lauderdale. And how can I be more clear? Do you know how long the strip is on Fort Lauderdale Beach Boulevard on the A1A there in Fort Lauderdale? It's like 3 blocks. I'm not shitting you. I mean, our hotel is pretty far away, so it takes a while to walk to that strip. Usually we'll take one of those golf cart rides or something else if it's too hot. But the strip itself, where all the stores and the restaurants are, is 3 blocks, bro. It starts where the CVS and Hooters and Dick's Last Resort is, and it basically ends where the Elbow Room is, which is a famous bar I think pretty much everybody knows about. So what I'm telling you is that I made it clear, not only am I in Fort Lauderdale, but for the majority of the time, I'll probably be within this 3-block radius. And SoFlo's like, yeah, well, I didn't do shit then, but if you would have just, stayed live, bro, Any day I would have stayed live. It just wasn't part of my plans in any way, shape, or form. I wasn't even going to go live from Fort Lauderdale. The only reason I did, I wasn't going live from all kinds of places when I was fucking out, except Sanibel Island and shit. The only reason I went live from Fort Lauderdale is because Pizza said I wasn't staying there. Pizza didn't say you won't go live and stay live for 3 hours. He said you ain't staying in Fort Lauderdale. So I proved that I was. And now they try to turn it into something else. Oh, his head was on a swivel. He ended the video real early because he was afraid. Shut the fuck up. I have no fear of either of those punk motherfuckers, especially now that I see. Let me tell you something about SoFlo. Nobody should ever, 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 ever take him seriously ever again. Okay? The second biggest pussy move to ever happen on MobTube, and everybody knows what the first one was fucking SoFlo saying, I'm going to drive 60 miles from you. You have to come to me 60 miles away from where you are. And I'm not going to fight you. Some other guy I have with me is. Tony, that's literally the equivalent of you saying, I'm scared to fight you, FBS. So I brought somebody else to do it for me. Nobody should ever think you're tough in any way, shape, or form ever again under any circumstances, period. Okay? So if you said that shit, bro, everybody knows. Everybody has eyes and ears. Everybody saw what happened. Every live stream, I told you fucking guys I'm in Fort Lauderdale after the first couple of days. And I was there for 10 days, guys. Listen, I fuck around about the Alaska thing and shit. But generally, when I tell you where I am, that's exactly where I am. And believe me, I didn't even want to be in Fort Lauderdale this time. I wanted to stay in like Fort Myers because I just wanted to be on Sanibel Island. But Shanna loves Fort Lauderdale and all that. So that's kind of like home base for us there. So that's where we went. And we took several 2.5-hour journeys to Sanibel Island. I told Shanna, I said, baby, we could stay in Fort Myers. You know, we could stay beachfront, or if we don't, because that if we don't stay beachfront, we could, you know, just drive to the beach every day. Like when I was in Fort Myers before I just, you know, started going to Sanibel, I would just drive to Fort Myers Beach. It's 5 minutes away from my hotel. Shanna's like, I don't want to drive to go to the beach. Shanna likes to just be able to walk out front, and the beach is right there. So when we were there, of course, me being the asshole I am, I'm like, so now you want to go to Sanibel Island every day while we're staying in Fort Lauderdale because you didn't want to drive to go to the beach. So now instead of driving 5 minutes to go to Paradise, we're driving 2.5 hours. Well, I love her. She's a sweetheart. And I understand why she wanted to stay there. When you love a place like that, you don't want to take a chance at wasting a multi-$1,000 vacation on, you know, a place you don't want to be, but still. Point is, I didn't even want to be in Fort Lauderdale this time. But SoFlo, bottom line is, if I would have came to Miami, if I would have came to Little Havana, if I would have went to Hialeah, no matter where I would have went, you would have done nothing, and there would have been some. But you're doing exactly what Tony Pizza does. Tony Pizza, I got him recorded earlier, said you didn't come to me, you went around me. Tony Pizza, are you fucking serious? There was no going to you. You're hiding all the time. And now he's acting like he was in Englewood. No, you weren't. I got to Florida the Wednesday of the week that I went, whatever, a week and a half ago. Wednesday. Sunday, you were in Englewood. Then you were hiding the entire time while I was there. And when you finally popped up, you were damn near in Orlando, you fucking asshole. The bitch you were talking to gave you up. So what are you talking about? I was supposed to know you're in Orlando? That's why I didn't come looking for you this time, is because you're just going to hide. So I just told you, meet me, and I punked you that way because you wouldn't do it. So, Tony, don't say 1,000 times, come here and post up anywhere you want, and I'll show up. I did it in Charlotte County. I did it in Englewood. You didn't show up. Then after I left, you say, well, just come back and stay somewhere outside of Charlotte County, and I'll meet you, not expecting that I would be back in a matter of weeks. So I came right back. I called you out from Broward County and Lee County. And still there was an excuse. What, I'm supposed to drive extra amount of hours for this cocksucker and waste gas? Yeah, no, Tony, you're not known for wasting gas at all. That would be beyond the pale. That would be a no for you. Yeah, I know. Guys, do me a favor and hit the like button. And I'm not going to lie to you today. You're going to give Tony a lot to laugh at me about because I'm going to just come right out and say it. On this day, if I don't make money on this particular day, it is official. You guys have all given up on me. I am astounded at what I'm seeing. I thought for sure, no, today I'm going to make money. There's no way they could stiff me today. And now I'm watching as you stiff me. Please don't do that today. He could have taken an Uber, of course. And by the way, Tony, that second video we did while I was walking in Fort Lauderdale when it was nighttime and we were in a hurry and I said, I got to go. My fucking stepson, remember, he was at his friend's house in West Palm Beach. He was being dropped off at the hotel within minutes of us being where we were at by the Rock Bar and all that shit. So we had to walk several blocks and get back to the fucking hotel by the time my stepson got dropped off, you dickhead. And the first video, like I said, I only did it to prove to you I was staying in Fort Lauderdale. The reason I was rushing then is because we were just waiting for the valet to get our fucking car. That's it. Because we were leaving to go to West Palm Beach, you dolt. SoFlo, stop chiming. And I know what they'll say about that. Oh, so you showed us you were there when you weren't really going to be there all day. So I was there every day, fuckface. I was there every day. Soto, $50 for Happy Father's Day and Sober Day. Congrats. Thank you, Soto. At least you came through for me. Thank you, man. I fucking love you, bro. These fucking people are stiffing me today. How could you? SoFlo, stop chiming out and shut your mouth. Nobody wants to hear a senior citizen talk tough. SoFlo, you're so played out that even though I know I'll have more people watching if I talk about you than if I talk about pizza, I just don't even see the need. You're such a nothing. You know, like, listen, Tony Pizza, he acts like he's a million different things, like a gangster and every fucking thing else. How do I want to put this? I mean, we know all that shit about him, but Tony Pizza will say, I'm homeless. And you know, he'll at least pretend to be broke, whether he is or not. Even he is more genuine than you are. And he's the biggest fucking fraud I can imagine other than you. I mean, your whole persona is fake. You have money, you drive a fucking Bentley one day, a Lamborghini the next day, you own a piece of a Ferrari, you got fucking, I never even heard of something like that. You know, you're a world traveler, you own a huge technology business, you're full of shit, you're a nothing, you're a nobody. So nobody, that's why I don't talk about you, because I know that you want my attention. Believe me, Tony Pizza can't even survive without my attention. There's no question, because he would never have made a dime without me giving him attention. But you're straight up obsessed to the point where you either want to kill me or blow me. I'm not sure which one it is, but it's very, very insanely creepy the way you think of me or act with me. It's very bizarre. It's like I got a gay man stalking me. At least with Tony Pizza, I know he's doing what he's doing because I trigger him and because it's the only way he'll make money. It's the only way, talking about me. That's it. Nobody's going to hear him talk about you or Angel. Nobody gives a fuck. Anybody like that. It's always me. The only reason people ever gave him money was to talk about me. So you're irrelevant, bro. There's just no point. Most of the time I ignore you. Plus, I'm be honest, the last I heard, because nobody tells me about the shit you're up to, which I kind of appreciate, unless it's something I need to know, a family thing or something. But hold on. Last I heard, you were doing videos about MRE several days in a row while I was right there in your backyard. I was right there in your backyard. How much closer do I have to come to you before you show up and step to me? How much closer, fuckface? You're as bad as pizza. You're both pussies. Maureen Moe, just seen you live. I wanted to stop by and say congrats on the 7 years. Have a great day and happy Father's Day to you and all the fathers in your chat. Maureen, that's very, very sweet of you, and thank you very much for that. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, it's a big day for me, definitely. Definitely. And it's a big day for fathers in general. This just happened to land on my 7-year anniversary, which is pretty awesome. I'm just gonna say Pam, $20 for Happy Father's Day. Congratulations on 7 years. Thank you very, very much. That's very sweet of you. Steve Blair, $10 for Happy Father's Day. Fuck pizza. Fuck pizza. Thank you, Steve, and Happy Father's Day to you. And S. Frank, did I shout that one out? I don't think so. $20 from S. Frank. Thank you. Yeah, guys, keep donating. You can't do it to me today. Today is, yeah, it's off limits when it comes to a day to stiff me. Can't happen today. Uh-oh, what's that? $50. What is this? Let me read this. Okay, if it'll let me. Well, I guess I'm supposed to say his name. $50 from Eric Cantona 7, matching Soto. Thank you very, very much. What can I say? That's amazing. I don't know. I don't know. It's written like as if I was supposed to shout it out. So I hope I didn't make a mistake. Thank you very, very much. Why do I feel like, who is that? I don't know. Is that a famous person's name or something? But there's another 50. That is beautiful. Thank you so much. Big action, Punk Tony action. He's a fucking clown. If I would have stayed in Fort Lauderdale or stayed live, he says, bro, you guys got all kinds of, it's so funny. You're the two tough guys on here, right? The two guys that claim you'll kill everybody. But then when your enemies show up right in your own fucking backyard, you're like, well, listen, I would have done something under these other circumstances. But the way you showed up, where you were staying and all that, I can't right now. Like, come on, man. SoFlo, I'm telling you, bro, anybody on MobTube who is not acknowledging that you got punked is either afraid of you or they're one of your friends. Okay? Because everybody knows it. Everybody knows. I don't give a fuck what your situation is. You can't talk. You said for months and months and months and months now, I can't come back to South Florida or this will happen. Bitch, I went to South Florida. I went live from South Florida. I made it clear I was staying in South Florida and I was going to be there every day at one point or another, walking that same strip I always walk. God damn. Fucking people are amazing. SoFlo and Pizza are the same kind of people, gay cowards. Joe, 1,000%. Yep. Legend has it Natalie invited ATM, a.k.a. Ace to Mouth. Back in 1960s in the alley behind the bucket of blood, the night pizza was conceived. I believe it. And I got him real triggered, man. Guys, that video I did yesterday where I told a lot of the details of his life, it got him really pissed off. This morning I woke up and I see this dickhead's live. So I put his live on. I just kept falling asleep, but I screen recorded the entire show from beginning to end. You know, and I mean, boy, does he say some goofy shit. Let me just go over some of it, and I'll play the video then. If people are donating, I'm staying live. We could do a long show, whatever. There's a lot of you who haven't donated yet, though, and I'm very disappointed. It's my 7-year, you mother. Let me see. All right. I already talked about the one thing. Let me get up here. Oh, this pizza. I don't know if I should pull the picture up. Hold on. Maybe I'll pull the picture up. You said something crazy, bro. Crazy, insane, crazy. And we know that's what you do. We know, but listen, I got to make it clear. I am one of the pickiest and most shallow men on planet fucking Earth. If I was less picky, I would have been with 1,000 times more women than I was with in my life. You have no idea my standards. You have no idea. So how fucking dare you say what you said? Let me pull this up. You fucking scumbag, you. Let me pull this. Oh, no. I got to go to my shit. Hold on. All right. Let me show you guys something. Now, this is a picture. I don't know. For some reason, it won't let me blow it up. Let me do this. This is a picture of me and my wife. Most of you probably saw it. I posted it on my community page. Okay. This is a picture of me and my wife from Thursday night. Okay. In Fort Lauderdale. Now, Tony Pizza says that Shanna has a jelly roll. A fat roll. Okay. Now, when I heard this, I was shocked because believe me when I tell you, Tony Pizza, believe me when I tell you, Shanna's stomach is flat and the sides are nice and slim. It's exactly what it's supposed to be. Okay. Shanna's body is beautiful. She does not have a fat roll. You are out of your ever-loving fucking mind. But I didn't know what he was talking about. So I looked at the picture and I could kind of see like around here, the way her shirt on the sides is pulled up. And then in the front, it kind of swoops down. Like, you know what I mean? I can understand, I guess, why he thinks it looks like that. But bro, I could post it. Wait a minute. I didn't have it up on the screen. Hold on. Right here. Let me see if you guys, I don't know if you could see my cursor, but right here, it's pulled up on the sides, and I guess it comes down in the front like she pulled it down. So I guess it looks like right there could be a fat roll. You are out of your fucking mind. Let me tell you something. I'm such a scumbag. If she had a fat roll, I would have taken the picture, but I would have never posted it. Okay? Believe me, Tony, apparently you don't know me well enough after all this time. Don't get me wrong. If she had 100 fat rolls, she'd be beautiful still, and I'd love her to death. Maybe a little less, possibly, than I do now. But just being honest. But she don't have no fucking fat roll. That woman is as skinny as could fucking be. You're out of your fucking mind. You're insane. You're such a sick fuck that you're constantly fucking analyzing my wife's body and my clothing and her clothing. It's so fucking bizarre when you're talking about what shorts she was wearing. Guys, I swear at everything holy, not like anybody doubts it. I wish I could pull up the picture from last year. I don't know where it is. Those are denim blue shorts, you fucking asshole. The other ones are from last year were a fabric like aqua blue, you dipshit. They're not the same, fuckface. Says she's wearing the same shorts as last. You're so obsessed with my wife because you could never get a woman like that in a million years. And you're talking about the other day, you're talking about that pig you were talking to, how smoking hot she was and how he said she liked everything I was saying. She was amazed. She loved what she was hearing. And she ate up every compliment. Tony, that woman was so incredibly creeped out. She kept trying to get away from you, but you accosted her. Okay, let's be fucking honest. She didn't know what to do. She's probably scared to just walk away. She gave you $40 just so you'd let her go free. A fucking scumbag. You were holding her captive and smoking hot. In your opinion, let me tell you something. Terry time to you is smoking hot. Okay. I think you said before that Jen Bailey is gorgeous or smoking hot or something. Shut up, Tony. Okay. First of all, you're gay. You're in no position to judge women. You see pussy and you say yuck. Okay. You're attracted to cocks and cocks only. So never judge a woman and never judge mine, fuckface. Because Shanna's a skinny mini and all the fat in that woman's body is in her ass. And I love it. I love it. I never talk about my wife like that, but I'm just being brutally honest today. Of course he does. There's no question about it. FBI should have brought a couple of those empty water bottles from Florida. Would have freaked them out. You doing a live with that. Oh, yeah. Somebody suggested that to me, the Zephyr Hills water. Somebody did. I totally, well, I wouldn't have been able to do it because, you can't bring shit through security like that. There's my Shanna. Yeah. You can't bring shit through security like that. So, it wouldn't have worked. If I would have driven, I probably would have done that. Even though that water is kind of nasty. I used to like it, not anymore. Yeah, I know. Tony Soflo, the guy who is famous for making gay AI videos on YouTube, LOL, real tough guy. He's a pussy, Armand, a straight pussy. Also known for making I'll Take Your Man videos and I'll get more guys than you. Who does that? Pete Soflo? What? No, who are you talking about? Soflo's persona, he's rich, he's straight, he's tough, he's a ladies' man. Did I mention he's straight? Yeah, his fake persona is straight. Yep. I meant chimping out, by the way. I mean, there's no other way to put it. It's exactly what he does. How did I wind up all the way back there? Grab your balls, dentures fly. Get in an Uber, dentures fly again. And come see me. Rose Giants, same to you, man. Same to you. And thank you for that happy anniversary. I appreciate you. Dixon, 5.7, $4.99. Congratulations, FBS, the King of Florida, and happy Father's Day to everyone in the chat. Thank you, Dixon, 5.7, and happy Father's Day to you, if you're a father, that is. And I know you are. Positive Pessimist, happy Father's Day to Pizza. Congrats on paying your daughter's. Oh, he talks about that in this video, too. He's still trying to say he has a daughter now. Okay. How about you tell us her name, Tony? Just her first name. Just her first name. What could be gayer than calling yourself Mr. Action and making AI videos of men kissing? That dude is a little Latina twink. He's something. Something gay. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you very, very much. Chris, she is beautiful. Sean is a nut. Believe me, I know. My wife is gorgeous and she's got a beautiful body and all that shit. The only person who even bothers saying and trying to say anything bad about her anymore, like her appearance that I know of, maybe Soflo, who knows, but Pizza. And Soflo, you better not, because you're still married to Beluga over there. Fudgy. Did he fuck her? Then who cares? Exactly. Who cares? Even if she was smoking hot. So that means at best you had a conversation with a smoking hot woman. Yeah, okay. Smoking hot in your eyes. I bet I would have thought she was a fucking trailer trash whore. If your wife has a jelly roll, what does that make Tina? She fucking gigantic. Absolutely gigantic. No, John Gray. I don't want to badmouth her. She doesn't fuck with me as far as I know. But I mean, So anyway, yeah, Pizza, shut the fuck up. You judging Shanna is Shanna is literally like a perfect person compared to you. In my eyes, she's a perfect person anyway. Nobody's perfect, but you know what I'm saying. she's perfect for me. I'm the furthest thing from perfect, so I'm still, I still got very lucky there. But you, Tony. You are a fucking guy who lives in a car and still at 59 years old has not figured out how to feed yourself without the generosity of others. And you're talking about Shanna, a woman who's been a nurse for 20-something fucking years now, is a homeowner, a mother, a successful woman in general. Are you crazy? And beautiful and gorgeous. You're out of your fucking mind, bro. You're insane. That's what Tony does. He sits there from a car formerly known as a Cadillac that is a piece of shit that is spray painted matte black with Batman's fucking stupid stickers all over it, talking about other people like as if they're fucked up. He said today, FBS, you live in squalor, I live in a car. Tony, did you think before you said that? First of all, no, I don't. But even if I did, it's in a house. He shows the back of his car. It's blankets. You ever see, when you pull up to like a Walmart and there's a car park next to you, it's like filled with like empty cans and pizza boxes. And, there's just stuff filling the whole back seat. And if it's like a station wagon, that whole area, because it's people that just hoard stuff even in their car. That's what your shit looks like. And you said that Leon is spoiled. That dog, That dog needs a string of good luck. That dog needs somebody to come take him away from you. That poor dog suffers. That dog, not once in his life, except for that little short time in the apartment, did that dog actually have a place that was like a home where he knew his surroundings and, he had a place where he, well, then again, he pooped on the floor. You went live with a pile of shit on your floor. So maybe he didn't have a specific place, but, that was the best conditions that dog has lived in. And that was a slum with black mold. Okay. That dog has never been able to live like any other dog that was taken in by somebody. The dog has never had a home. He doesn't know where he's going to be from one day to the fucking next. And his greatest joy is you taking him to the fucking dog park for about 3 minutes. And the whole time you're there, you're beating him and hitting him and yelling at him because everything he does is wrong to you. God almighty, Tony, you are so, Shanna is a wonderful, beautiful, successful woman. You are a complete fucking loser. Seriously. Unbelievable, this guy. Shanna, what the fuck? There's my beautiful wife again. Robert B., $2 super sticker. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very, very much. Oh, you guys are talking about this shit. Goddamn soccer and shit, huh? I know nothing about it. Although I did see a podcast being filmed from that area right there. I was seeing it every day. Me and Shanna were trying to figure out what it was. So Shanna zoomed in, and they were sitting in front of a screen that had a soccer game on. So I figured it had to do with the World Cup, but I still don't know what podcast that was. He's so disgusting and so lazy that he pees in a cup in the driver's seat sitting in a car. Yeah. Come on. And Tony, you're going to talk about, first of all, and I stand by this. I'm not going to post a bunch of pictures of my wife so you can see. I don't want anybody looking at her body the way you do, you creep. But people have seen pictures of her. She's a skinny mini. She's as slim as fuck. Okay. You are built like a fucking bat. That's why I made you a bat in that 1AI thumbnail. You have the shoulders that go up. When you're sitting in your car and you're bending over or something and your shirt is loose, you can see the tittage. You got gigantic tittage, okay? You have man titties or whatever the fuck you actually have woman titties on a man's body. But it is disgusting. You look like dog shit. The way you're built, the way your face looks, everything about you is disgusting. And you're going to judge a beautiful woman, please. A woman who was more accomplished by the time she was 17 than you'll be if you live to be 9,000 fucking years old. Dummy. Fucking college graduate nurse. And she's a retard too, right? Yeah, I know. Let me tell you something. If Shanna's a retard, what are you and SoFlo? Just out of curiosity. The two people that like to call her that. If Shanna's that, what are you two? I don't even know. I don't know what you call worse than that, but it's got to be a lot fucking worse because neither of you are shit compared to that woman. Neither of you. That woman's amazing. She saves lives. She's a fucking awesome individual. And you two motherfuckers still can't fucking feed yourselves unless somebody gives you the money to. And you don't even do anything to earn that. One dickhead has to get money from a woman he hates. And the other dickhead will take money from any stranger, including a child who gives him his allowance, which actually happened once. Fucking disgraceful. And no matter what, you'll never work a fucking job in your life. I'll do whatever. As a matter of fact, just because I'm trying to recoup from that, vacation, recoup some money and shit, I'm going to be door dashing every day for the next several weeks. Believe me. You won't even do that. So shut up. You need strangers to feel bad for you and give you money. What? Mikey, my man, 1999. Well, thank you, because not only is that a $20 donation, but it's going to drive a Tony Pizza up a fucking wall. He especially hates when you give me money. And not only that, Sabrina, where's Sabrina? I don't know if she's in here or still in here, but every fucking time she donates $1, he has to say something about it. And then he says today, like as if he's like dissing her, he talks about his day started today with a big whopping $5. And he's like, that's like Merrick. What's her name? Merrick. She gives him $2, $5. And let me tell you something. Every single cent of that is appreciated so much. You have no fucking idea. I don't care if she gives me $1 a day. That woman looks out for me all the time. All the time. I can always count on her donating. It doesn't matter how much it is, fuckface. I mean, most people here don't have the common decency to even send $2 here and there. But Sabrina does, so fuck you. I got it. Yeah, that was Mikey's thing. I remember that. FBS, I've seen your wife. She's banging. No offense. Thank you, Joey Dimes. No, I don't take offense to it. I don't take offense. Joey Dimes saw, Shinebox saw her, and I think they both said to each other, I believe, that she's the most attractive woman on MobTube, which, let's be honest, isn't saying a hell of a lot, but still, they've said she's very nice looking. Ain't that right, Joey Dimes? Abbott and Costello, yeah. Don't pick at my fries, bro. All right. What does that mean? Well, to be fair, would you accept food from a DoorDasher that pulled up in Pizza's car? Yeah, I feel you on that. But most people I know, as a person who's dashed many, many times, most people say leave it at my door. I rarely ever see the person who drops off my food, but I feel you. I feel you. But the point is, though, he can try. He could do, there's nothing stopping him from doing DoorDash or Uber Eats or Postmates or fucking any of those stupid fucking services. Nothing. He could do Walmart. He could do that Walmart, I forget what it's called. Those people that you know, all they do is pull up into a spot, a Walmart order picker or something comes out and drops all the shit off into their trunk or the back of their truck or their hatch or something. And then they just drive the groceries and leave them on somebody's porch. He could do that. He won't do that either. Amazing. He has no drive. It's not even drive. Because Tony's the type of motherfucker that'll put in work all day to find enough money for a bag of meth. You know, meth addicts, crack addicts and shit, they're the most motivated people in the world. But that's it. Other than for drugs, Tony has no motive. It's not even that. It's that he refuses. He has this superiority complex where he's too good to do anything anybody else does for work. He's too good for that. You know, he feels like the world owes him a living. And if he doesn't get it, he's being wrong. It's an injustice. And Tony, you could say what you want about me. You could say, well, you act like your chat owes you a living. This is the deal. As far as I'm concerned with YouTube, from what I've seen with every live streamer I've ever watched, the deal is we give you a show, you compensate us with some sort of contribution to the show. That's so if I act like I feel like I'm owed it, well, I'm kind of doing shows every fucking day, asshole. You understand? It's not like you. I don't feel like people owe me something for nothing. I would never, ever in my fucking life be able to sit and panhandle and not give anybody anything in return for their money. Just say, hey, give me money because I exist. Fuck you, bro. You told a woman a few days ago on camera that you can't work because you have a dog. One of the dumbest fucking things I've ever heard. Let me tell you something. Anybody who is not content being a homeless scumbag, if you say, listen, I got a job for you making even $18 an hour, something small like that, but you can't have your dog there, they will figure something out. Believe me. That is not an excuse. A kid, that's an excuse. A dog, bro, sorry, get rid of your dog. You got to work. How do you have the balls to tell somebody who just handed you money just for being homeless? They feel bad for you because you're making it look like you have no other way of eating or surviving. They're giving you money. And then when they ask you, do you want to work? You say, I can't because I have a dog. They should spit right in your fucking face and say, well, then get rid of the dog, fuck face. You're 59. What are you, a child? You have a puppy. It has to be by your side every fucking day. You can't feed yourself. At least, Tony, the way you make it look with that sign and everything, you can't feed yourself or the dog. So what business do you even have having a fucking dog? Yeah. All right, let's see. John Graham, 20 euros, matching Mikey. Thank you, John Graham. Look at this, guys. Look at this. Want some more you donate. Make it an awesome day for me. Why? Just because I'm always here for you and I'm awesome. I am. I expose scumbags. That's what I do. I expose pussies now, too. I let you see who's a pussy and who isn't. James Horoff, 1 Street Smart Politics membership. Thank you. Thank you. James Horoff, I appreciate that. Let me tell you something. This is how far I'm willing to go. I don't know if I should say this. Maybe I shouldn't say this because this will be taken as like a... I don't know if I should. Yeah. No, it's better that I don't. But I'll just say this, Tony. I'll say this about SoFlo. A lot of the people you fought with, a lot of the people you said you would whip their ass and everything else, I guarantee you some of those people would meet me if we had beef to handle it, but you won't. Okay. And I'm not even going to name the people because that'll be taken as an olive branch or me complimenting somebody I don't like or so. I ain't doing that shit. No, I'm better off. But we know there's people you beef with on a regular basis that would actually show up if I wanted to step to them, and you won't. Okay. So, and there's people on here that could do more damage to you than I can, I'm sure. And still, you know what I mean? You won't step to me in any way, shape, or form. You've proven it numerous times now. So you're a pussy, and that's it. You shouldn't talk tough about anybody. Let me tell you something. Somebody like Damian Trites, if somebody shows up to his area and calls him out, I bet you he's going to meet them. Guarantee it. But you, bro, like I said, how much closer to you do I have to be for you to finally be like, okay. I mean, for fuck's sake, let Tony Pizza tell you. This is what you should have done, fuckface. This is what you should have done when I was telling you I was in Fort Lauderdale, which I was. You should have done exactly this.
Where he don't belong. Adding himself into a situation that had nothing to do with him. All right? First of all, scumbag, motherfucker. Look at me, cocksucker. Look at me. You know where the fuck I am. You don't got to play this, I'm going to run into him one day. Grab your balls, get in the fucking Uber, whatever the fuck you need to get into, and come see me if you got something on your chest, fuck face. You're going to sit there and rewrite the fucking history? You bothered my mother way before.
We don't need that part. You should have gotten in an Uber. You should have grabbed your balls, gotten in an Uber, and came to see me. Fuckface. Fucking guy. And don't forget, last year I went live from Ocean Drive in Miami. And I was walking around. I was live for like 10, 15 minutes. And I said clearly, I'm going to be here. We're going to be shopping around Miami by the Lincoln Road Mall and all that shit. I told you, I said it straight up. We're going to be out here for a couple of hours, which we were. Did SoFlo show up then? We were beefing like crazy then too. No. These guys are all fucking talk. Now, I ain't going to front. It might not be necessarily that they're scared of me. It could be they're scared of you getting in trouble if we're out there rumbling in public or something. But they won't do it. That's all that matters is they won't meet up like they said they would when they talk shit all those millions of times. So whether it's you're worried about me, you're worried about us getting in some trouble for fighting, whatever it is, you're scared of something. You're not willing to fight because of whatever it is you're scared of. So you shouldn't talk shit. You should know that about yourself. You should know. I know about myself that if you pull up on me, one guy or five guys, I'm going to hop out and start swinging on you motherfuckers. And I've proven it. You haven't proven shit. Nobody has any reason to believe you'll do anything when you're confronted. Nobody. So nobody should take you fucking seriously, Tony. Nobody. And this Carlos thing, apparently somebody went to Carlos's house and knocked on the door. I bet you it wasn't SoFlo. I bet it was, if it was anybody, maybe somebody he sent there. Guarantee it. I used to have a 2200. Wait a minute. What? Oh, I read that wrong. I was a 2,200 pound Rottweiler. Two 200-pound Rottweilers and damn near 250 Italian Mastiff. It never stopped me from working 12 hours a day, 6 days a week. RPMJ, you know why? Because people figure out a way. I've known single moms that have 3 and 4 kids or a bunch of deadbeat dads that are nowhere to be found. And they figure out a way to go to work double shifts and sometimes 2 jobs, 3 jobs. While they have kids, they figure out a way to put the kids in daycare and have a family member watch the kids or something. This fucking asshole, he can't keep his story straight. He said recently that if I showed up, Tony, after the Fort Myers trip, you said, I just thought about this. You said, not only you'll meet me if I show up again, but Leon won't be a problem this time because your mom has no problem watching Leon. Remember? Now you're telling a woman a couple of days ago you can't get a fucking job because you have nobody to watch Leon. Leon will jump on your mother, knock her over, and all that horse shit. You're so full of shit. Everything you say changes on a regular basis. I would beat the brakes off of Fish, John Graham. And I'm so confident in saying that. I mean, I don't even think it would be a fight. Honestly, Fish, listen, let's be honest, bro. I mean, I saw you. You are a fucking disaster, bro. You are not capable physically of handling yourself. There's no fucking way. And this is coming from a guy with fucking heart failure. You are not. You're a mess. So I don't know what you planned on doing if SoFlo showed up, but I got news for you, Fish. If SoFlo showed up and really wanted to rumble, I don't think you'd be alive anymore, or at least not in the same condition you were in when you got there. I'm just being honest with you. I mean, holy shit. You got to remember something. Even though I got a heart issue, I'm still 46 years old. You two motherfuckers are in your 60s, or Fish is close, right, to SoFlo's age. So I guess that would be a fair fight. I don't know, but SoFlo still beat the brakes off you. Guarantee it. Pizza couldn't fight his way out of a paper bag. No, he couldn't. If he saw FBS, he'd be as nervous as a pregnant nun. Damn, that's nervous. I never heard that before, but that is damn nervous. Pizza can throw his dentures like a ninja star. Yeah. Fucking guy. Guys, do me a favor for the love of Christ, just so you don't make me look like an asshole. Okay? Like, listen, you gave me a decent amount of money for a regular day. I wouldn't bitch, but it's 7 years cleaning. So, I mean, you know what? Do you know what these fucktards are going to say? This is the least money I've ever made on a day like this. There's going to be all kinds of shit talking. You want that to happen to me? You're going to let that happen to me? I can't see you doing that. That would be so fucked up. So please donate, guys. No. Oh, he only made couple $100 on his. Shut up, bitch. It's or pizza. You pathetic motherfucker. You cannot get anybody. He says it in his morning show this morning. Nobody comes into the chat anymore, and he tries to say it's because I have files and on people. And what did I just get them, Tony? Because they were in your chat up until a few days ago. Nobody can deny it. I've watched every show you've done since I've been back. You have yet to have a single person other than Rottweiler in your chat. What does that tell you, Tony? Let's be honest. One of the things that made you lose your audience to begin with was when I came after you and I thought you were in Harrisburg and you wouldn't stay live. Okay? Remember that? That's one of the things that was the beginning of your downfall. Then talking about Michaela and everything else. Now it happened again. And what do you know? Now you got nobody in your chat. Maybe your people finally decided, I'm tired of fucking, supporting a fucking coward that won't even face FBS like he says he would. I think that's what happened. I think you fucked yourself completely now. Oh, Gino Cappuccino, $20 for Happy Father's Day. Same to you, brother, and thank you very much for the $20. It's another one that'll irritate pizza. Always a reason why pizza can't work. Listen, and I tell you guys, I'm 100% straight up. I'm physically capable of working. I am capable of getting a job. I just don't want to. If I have to, I will. But trading this for a factory job or some shit, I would have to be a mental fucking patient. Nobody would do it. I don't care what they say. Nobody. No, especially if you got a serious health situation going on that could make your life much shorter than the average life. You're choosing to spend extra time away from your family for half the money. No, nobody would do that. So Tony, you'll never hear me say, "Well, I can't get a job because I'm a felon." Do you know what I found out recently? Felons can even be TSA agents unless they have certain types of felonies, like, child sex crimes or, I think like serious theft charges. TSA, you could be a TSA agent. You could work in a fucking casino as a felon now. So even felonies are no fucking excuse. Do they set you back some? Are you gonna have the same opportunity right off the bat as someone else? No, but you get into a company. I'm sure you can work your way up eventually. And if that's what I have to do, that's what I will do. I have a work history to prove it, Tony. I went from making thousands of dollars a week selling cocaine. Numerous times I did this, multiple times, to working in a factory for $18, $20 an hour for years without doing anything wrong. Okay. So I've proven throughout my lifetime that I could go from having it all to losing everything and then working in a fucking factory to try to gain it all back, or a restaurant or DJing in a club or something. You have yet to prove that you're willing to work under any circumstances. Yeah. Does he? He probably does too, doesn't he? Let's see. All right. Listen, guys, I'm going to get to this video. I'm going to stay on because I have faith that some of you guys are still going to donate. Even some people that don't ordinarily. This is my Cash App and PayPal Venmo is right in the chat. You got the Super Chat Super Sticker option. I know that this is not going to be a disappointing day. I could feel it in my balls, because if it is, I might have to live in a car formerly known as a Cadillac, and we don't want that. We don't want that. Who is this? Is this who I think it is? Yeah, block him immediately. You're not welcome here. Fuck off. Get rid of him. Go play with SoFlo or something. Let me see. You like how I didn't even give him the opportunity to do something stupid? Because I know what he's here for. All right. What do I got to do now? Oh, yeah, his video. We'll listen to some of this. If some donations come in, we'll listen to a lot of it. If not, I'll probably cut it short. I'm going to start around the 4-minute mark.
No.
Because he says something priceless right around then.
And it's out.
Let me see. All right.
And you couldn't get a cup of coffee in the wintertime in the subway. So,
Very true. Yes, Joey D. Good point. Yeah, that guy. I can't wait. Tomorrow, I guess. Yeah, tomorrow I'm going to do a show about that whole situation, because I'm in kind of a unique position here where I know all the guys. I don't know Dominic like that, but the main people that are being talked about are John Alite and Gene Borello versus Fat Joe. I know a lot about Fat Joe's career and history, and I know those two motherfuckers personally, John and Gene, so I got a lot to say. And, it's aggravating watching the hip hop community talk about this from when they don't have the knowledge about the mob or John or Gene. They just have knowledge about hip hop, so you got to hear the way they're talking. Like I said in the beginning of the show, oh my God, Fat Joe really screwed. Or I said it in the beginning of the Addiction Recovery show. Fat Joe he really fucked up. This time he's dealing with killers. He's not dealing with killers. I mean, John Alite killed one guy. And don't get me wrong, that makes you a killer. But you're talking about like 40 years ago. You know what I'm saying? He's not killing anybody now. And Gene never killed anybody. And even if he was willing to, he's not going to kill Fat Joe. Okay. Fat Joe is surrounded by a squad of killers. I guarantee you, I'll bet you any amount of money. Believe me, guys, any of these dudes, even if they're R&B singers and they're soft as baby shit, they grew up somewhere where they were surrounded by killers. And when they need security, they hire those killers. Rappers are not surrounded by a bunch of bitches. They're surrounded by people that will kill for them because they are the money man. It's a guy from nothing, from the South Bronx or some shit like Fat Joe, who takes people out of the hood and gives them jobs and a way to live a glamorous lifestyle with a superstar. Okay? They're the money man. The rapper is the money man. Those guys will kill for that motherfucker in a heartbeat. And Fat Joe, without a doubt, if you know story, don't get me wrong, a lot of Fat Joe's stories are bullshit. There's no doubt. You know that. But a lot of them, even when they sound like bullshit, actually, we found out from other people, turned out to be true. You never know what you're going to get with him, because when people lie all the time, people think everything they say is a lie. In his situation, it's not, but he lies so fucking much, you don't know what to believe. But bottom line is, that dude is Puerto Rican. Puerto Ricans stick together. Like I said, he's from the Bronx. I know damn well there's been situations with other rappers that have called him for help and shit when they were in jail because the Puerto Ricans were fucking with them and stuff, and they, a lot of those guys look up to him and shit. Fat Joe has some pull with some serious guys. Believe that. There's no question about it. Fat Joe is capable of changing anyone's life. He's a multi-millionaire and in the rap community, a superstar. So these guys ain't no threat to Fat Joe, and he knows that. He was making fun of John Elite, and Gene Borello created a new channel last night, but because his other one got taken down, he got banned from YouTube. Apparently, Fat Joe made that happen. But last night on Gene's Instagram, Fat Joe left a comment about John Elite. He's taking a lot of joy in this. So, and if you see how this whole thing started, it's very bizarre. Rebecca, did I shout this out, by the way? My memory. Thank you so much. $50 is so incredibly generous. Thank you. I don't remember if I remember looking at it and saying I had this. Did I shout it out? Just let me know so I know. Thank you so much, Rebecca. That's incredibly generous. Oh, it's all good. It's all good. This started, I'm just going to go over this real quick and we'll get to the pizza video. Fat Joe, I watched the Jada Kiss and Fat Joe podcast a lot because I like Jada Kiss. I think Jada Kiss is one of the coolest motherfuckers in hip hop history. He's humble, but he's one of the best lyricists ever to walk the earth, Fat Joe is a goofy motherfucker, but you got to respect. Okay, thank you, Michael. Jesus, I'm so bad with this. My memory. You got to respect the fact that this dude in hip hop, most rappers, you take even people like Ludacris. Like, take Ludacris. Huge fucking rapper at one point, commercial, with, white people mainly, but he was always kind of a corny guy. But he had a huge career for a few years, and then it was over. And the only time you ever heard about him was in movies like Fast and the Furious. That's how most rappers, they have a few-year run, if they're lucky, and it's all over, okay? Ja Rule, same thing. Had a huge career for a few years, then his career was over. Now he's, you could see him in concert for $7 in a fucking, a bar, so some shit, like his career's over. Fat Joe had his first hit in 1993 and still had a pretty successful album just a couple of years ago and has had tons of hits since. Huge hits. I'm talking about shit like Lean Back, enormous radio hits. So I think the whole thing is goofy, but anyway, what I was saying is Fat Joe told this story that he was at Hammerstein Ballroom. I just found out last night how this beef started. He never mentioned Johnny Light's name. He was on the podcast and he said that Johnny Light, he didn't say his name. He just said that some guy who was like a killer. He never even said a mob guy or anything. He said some guy who was a killer confronted him, I guess, years and years and years, probably in the early 2000s or something, confronted him and that this guy was known for extorting rappers. Fat Joe was like, he extorted every rapper in the world, and all. I don't believe that for a second, but in Fat Joe's story, which a lot of his stories are bullshit, like I said, he portrays this guy as a killer who is known for extorting rappers, and he was very, very dangerous and somebody to be feared. And Fat Joe says that, this guy, John A. Light, he didn't mention his name, though. Nobody even knew who it was till recently. John knew he was talking about him. John introduced himself and said, "Do you know who I am?" And Fat Joe snapped and started, thinking about all the people doing 30, 40 years. It doesn't even make sense because he said he knew this guy was a rat. So now that I think of it, it doesn't even make sense because he said he snapped because he knew he was a rat. But at the same time, he's extorting rappers. So he didn't become a rat. Once he became a rat, he wasn't extorting nobody. Well, apparently he was, but I don't know. It doesn't even make sense now that I think about it. But that's Fat Joe. A lot of his stories don't. And he said that he put his fist under A-Light's fucking chin or something, or lifted his head up and said, "Motherfucker, you ain't doing this shit to me." Some shit like that. Most likely a complete bullshit story. I have a feeling he probably just met John at a club and that was the end of it. But this is the way he told the story. And in the story, he punked A-Light. And that's where this beef started. And then Gene got involved in Dominic Sicali. But now that I think of it, it don't make sense because Fat Joe says this guy was known to be a killer and he was extorting all these rappers, but he was a rat. So that don't make sense because there's no way as a rat, John A. Light was extorting rappers. Who the fuck knows? That's what happens when you listen to Fat Joe. If you've ever seen their podcast, you know that they have these little flags. Every time Joe is telling a bullshit story, Jada Kiss will throw its flag on the play. This is just symbolizes that they know that Fat Joe is just completely making shit up. He's known for that. So I don't know. But that's what started the beef. And it's getting kind of interesting because if you search Fat Joe, John A. Light, there is dozens of fucking videos about this. And everybody doing these videos knows nothing about John A. Light or Gene Borello or Dominic Sicali at all. And they're acting like as if these guys are active mobsters who will kill you in a heartbeat. And it's kind of goofy. But if you go through any comment section, there's somebody from MobTube talking about, you don't know what you're talking about. John A. Light is no serial killer, and Gene Borello never killed nobody, and these guys are rats, and so. But anyway, I loved Pizza trying to backtrack over the cell phone thing. Now trying to say he had one in '96, but described a brick from the '80s. By '96, phones were relatively small. 100%. Like I said, like 97 or 98, I had one. It was a Motorola. It was one of those ones you get from Radio Shack, but it was like this big, but it was a flip phone. When it was open, it was pretty goddamn big. It was not a brick phone. Those brick phones, I'm not saying nobody had them in the 90s, but there was more advanced phones. And one of the first drug dealers I ever met in the 90s had one of those, but it was earlier in the 90s. It was kind of a big deal then. He says they're all either those brick phones or they were all car phones. Or Pizza, you're out of your fucking mind, bro. Regular cell phones existed then. Matter of fact, in 2001 or 2, I got the first real small Motorola phone. It was like that it was like maybe that big and that wide. Yeah, I remember. Because back then I was actually able to pick my own phone number from T-Mobile, and I made it my daughter's birthday. Was the last 4 digits. So he's nuts. He doesn't know anything. And then he says computers were fucking little black and white things. Like he's describing computers from the mid 80s. Tony, there was much more advanced computers than that. We had a Dell computer in 97. We got it brand new. It was a beautiful fucking computer. And it was, it's not like they are today, but it was nothing like those videos or those computers, even the ones I used in school, you know what I mean? When I was a kid and you have a computer class, they're teaching how to type and all that shit. Way more advanced than that. You're crazy, bro. You're crazy. That Who Shot Ya remix was fire. Which one, RPMG? Jay? Which one? Yeah, he's cool, Soto. I put like in the comment and a fucking smiley. Oh, did you really? Oh, you're talking about because Bobby said that. Yeah. Fat Yo. Okay, Fat Yo. It's Father's Day for you guys. Hey, happy Father's Day to all the dads in here. Thank you, Rebecca. My first phone in 97, 98 was a Motorola flip phone. Yeah, mine too. And it was expensive as a motherfucker. It's the only thing Tony had right. That shit was crazy. That's when the phones were like, you could use them until like 9 o'clock or from certain hours in the day. And then after that, shit was like $4 a minute. Yeah. Same in 1998. I had an old Motorola. Yeah, of course. FBS Jr. got his own words to scars when they were asked to help some black actor been extorted in prison by blacks. We have no influence over those guys. Yeah, no, and they don't. They really don't. No, I mean, there's no way that any mob guy was out there extorting rappers like that. I mean, I'm not saying it never happened, but Fat Joe says John A. Light was extorting every rapper in the world. Those guys don't give a fuck about the mob. I'm telling you. And these days, and I'd say for the last 20 years or so, those guys are way more dangerous than the mob. It's just the bottom line. Guys in the hood will kill you in a heartbeat. These are guys like the ones around Fat Joe. Like I said, they already got bodies. Okay. That's why rappers hire these guys from their neighborhoods and shit to be with them. Those are gang guys and everything else. They'll kill you in a heartbeat. The mob ain't killing nobody. Oh, okay. Yeah, gotcha. I thought you meant the one I did. If you listen to my remix of Who Shot Ya in one of my DJ videos, you can give me your opinion on that. Very expensive by the minute. All right, guys. I'm going to put this video on. I might have to run downstairs for 2 minutes. I'll tell you what, stay, don't leave. Just give me, it ain't even going to be 2 minutes. I gotta do something. And I'll be right back. I'm just going to, I don't know, I'll play a stupid song or something or a video. I'll be back by the time it's over. But don't leave because I'm going to put on the pizza shit now. We're going to have a lot of fun with that. And guys, donate. All right, I don't have a video long enough. I'll just put a song on. Here, our favorite.
Run, pizza, run.
Run, pizza, run.
Tony Pizza, they were calling out your name. Every week another story, every day another game.
When Joey came looking, you had somewhere else to be.
Different road, different state, another mystery.
Down in Florida, the phones rang loud.
But somehow you disappeared into the crowd.
Then Argyle Park, RoboCop by the side.
Streetlights asking,
where did Tony hide?
run, pizza, run.
Every time the truth comes knocking at your door,
Run, pizza, run.
leave another explanation on the floor.
Run, pizza, run. How many places can one shadow run? Run, pizza, run.
The story changes when the day is done.
Then Kaz came searching through the noise, but silence answered louder than 100 voices. Now you say you never knew,
Never saw, never been.
but nobody can find.
All right. Sorry about that. My dad nearly fainted over my first mobile phone bill. I bet. So, songs who made? Songs who made? Anyway, one other thing I want to bring up. And I just do this because it's funny. Tony on his video said, who have I ever had validate me? Okay. Me. Because he was talking about the frog or something. Tony, I don't know what you mean validate me. Well, I was no gangster, but and you say it's just Cam and stuff. No, you heard from Grump, you heard from fucking who else? Rashid. There was people. I put all kinds of people on fucking camera when I was at that event and when I was at Cam's birthday party and all that shit. You like to just mention Cam. There's a lot of fucking people in York City that can tell you all about me, okay? And you heard some of them do just that. But I do want to point out, in case you forgot, Tony, one of the people that said we were in the streets together was literally my man Tone, who I've known since 1997, who is part of the money team. And Floyd Mayweather called him his business partner in an Instagram video. Floyd Mayweather gave him an iced out TMT chain. That guy said we were in the streets together. It's in one of my intros. And we were. Now, he was a West Philly guy, but he spent time in York City, as a lot of those guys do, because, you know, you get it cheap, sell it here for more, you know? So that guy wound up becoming a multi-millionaire and now hangs out with fucking Floyd Mayweather and does business with him. They do real estate deals and all kinds of shit together. That dude owns a $29 million apartment building in Philadelphia. Now they're opening apartment complexes. So kind of an important guy. And here's the thing. When he called that night, I'll put the show up. I'll play the whole thing. When he called that night, I don't even think he knew at that time that I was doing this. And I was not expecting to hear from him. You could see it was natural. So it's not like I told him beforehand. We hadn't talked in like a year or so at the time. And I don't even think he knew about me doing the YouTube shit. He called from Cam's. Cam put him on the phone. And I told him I'm live. Do you want to do a little interview? So everybody saw that, Tony. So, you know what I mean? It's not, I don't go to people and say, hey, let's go live. And you say that I did this and I did that. Anything Cam said I did. Anything. He wasn't fucking around. You know, I'm not one of those guys. I would never, ever have somebody, you know, front for me. Like, hey, go in there and tell him what a street guy was. Nah, bro. No. I never claimed to be anything more than a fucking, you know, a criminal in the streets. That's it. No gangster, nothing like that. What do I need validation? My criminal record validates that. My friends have validated that. You stupid fuck, validated. FBS or your archives privatized, members only. Some of them are unlisted. It depends on what you want to see. Oh, my fault. Thank you very, very much. Well, Run Pizza Run, that's Kaz. The 22 years and all those other songs I've been playing forever, those are mine. All right. Whoever validated you. I guess you guys forget all about Tone, huh?
It's neither here or there. I'm not gonna waste my time. Belated happy Father's Day to everybody. I mean,
belated? What do you mean belated? He said this morning. He doesn't know what belated means, does he? Tony, belated means like say tomorrow. You'd say, oh, belated happy Father's Day, or like a couple of days or something after somebody's birthday. Belated happy birthday. You know, but you understand that? Belated. What the fuck? You don't say belated happy Father's Day on Father's Day, you dildo. Especially not first thing in the morning on Father's Day. What is wrong with this asshole? Yeah, they always say that. That dude has hundreds of millions. They always say that. But he ain't getting the chain back. I'll tell you that. Tony ain't worried about him. No. No. He's got enough money to cover that. He's fine.
he's trying to get me to talk about my daughter, and I won't. As far as I'm concerned, I don't have one anymore.
He doesn't.
And, yeah, I paid for 4 years of Rutgers.
Just look at it this way. The word is belated. Look at it this way, Tony. If you ever get confused as to when they use the word belated, think to yourself, oh, I'll be late. And then if you're late, you say it belated, you know? Anyway.
Yes, I did.
He doesn't know anything. I swear to God, he doesn't know anything.
And like me, my daughter got adopted by a guy that married her mother and had another daughter with her. So they all got the same last name.
This is all made
And,
up.
I didn't get to meet my daughter even though I had one until she was like 18.
Tony, you know the funny thing about you?
And I didn't.
That's why you suck at lying. You suck. Yeah, you suck, Tony, because like the prison thing, when you say I was in prison from 97 and 2001, and then people say what prisons, because you say it was federal, you can't come up with a name. Tony, if I was going to lie and say I was in the feds, and I've had different names over the years, I would say, and it was a long time ago, I would say fucking, I was in Lewisburg, I was in Elkton, Ohio, I was in Fort Dix in New Jersey, I was in fucking FCI Schuylkill, I was in a Big Sandy USP, you know, I was in fucking McKean, I was in Allenwood, any of that shit, you don't even bother. You just want people to believe you. And then when they say, what prison were you in? You say, I was all over. Yeah, nobody says that when they're asked what prison they're in. They name the prisons. You're doing the same thing with your daughter. For years, you've told us you have no children, and then told us you have a daughter, and then told us you have no children, and then you have a daughter, but you can't even make up a first name. What was her name? What was her name? Let me guess. If it was your daughter, her name is probably Holly. That's what I'm going to assume. If you know, you know.
And I didn't have to help her. I didn't have to. I mean, I had no idea I had a daughter, so I didn't owe her anything.
If you didn't know you, first of all, you didn't have a daughter, but if you didn't have a daughter and you find out you had a daughter when she's, you know, damn near grown up, that means you don't owe her anything. Tony, you're wrong about that. If you have a daughter and you didn't know you had a daughter, you still owe her. You do. It doesn't matter. You're her father.
I did it for, you know, for myself to, you know, feel, you know, like I contributed something for all the years that I missed. It's a shame that, you know, she turned into a libtard and a nigga lover. But, you know,
see this shit, this language, YouTube, I do not agree with this language. This asshole I'm reporting on uses the N-word plenty of times in this video, but it's not coming from me. I'm just reporting on what a low-life racist scumbag he is. And by the way, guys, this video is so incredibly strikeable. You should be striking it right now. For example, if you went over there, if the video is still up, like right there at the 5-minute and 30-second mark, somewhere around there, he says what he just said. And multiple times throughout this video, he uses the N-word, and he can get his channel taken down, which is something we want to do right now because somebody asked me as a favor to make that happen. So just letting you know.
Her mother allowed it, so
yes,
you know
Rebecca,
what I mean? I got nothing to do with them fucking whack jobs. But anyway, we'll move on. You know, my show's not about a fucking loser that went from the rehab to the retard's house. And, you know, we all know that his mother didn't die. And she's fucking that nigga Cam.
Oh, my God.
You know what I mean?
This guy,
there ain't no...
he's extra triggered because I told the story about his mom banging the Irishman and stuff yesterday. He's very, very angry. But on YouTube, I don't agree with this. This is very racist language coming from an animal. I don't like it. I don't like it. You don't like it. He shouldn't be on YouTube.
Stepson watching the house with guns.
That's no bullshit. When I'm not here, we're on vacation, and my oldest stepson carries. Everywhere he goes, he's got his gun. You know what I mean? I don't let him have it when he's around me. If he comes here, you know, he can't have it. If I'm here, of course, stuff like that. But he carries a gun, like he rides a motorcycle, and he always has his gun on him. Always. So when he stays here, because of obvious reasons and stuff, he has his gun here. Not when I'm here. When we're on vacation, we're in another state or some shit. And he's gone by the time we leave. Like he went to work Friday morning. Every day he was here, he went to work. So when we got here, he was gone. He already took all his stuff and left. There's no gun in this house when I was here. But he always has a gun on him. So If my stepson is watching the house, yeah, you better believe he's got his gun with him, if not several.
We all know this guy in Kaz scammed the shit out of everybody. We all know that he got his ass kicked on his fucking front lawn by fucking Johnny Mac.
Now, let me tell you what's funny about that. Let me try to do something here, guys. I didn't know if I was going to do this on this video. Okay, I'm at the 3. Wait a minute, where am I? Hold on.
Hit the streets at 16, and I conquered more than you. I don't even have a front lawn.
I don't have a front lawn. There's a patch of grass, a strip of grass. It's not a front lawn, fuckface. Then sure. All right, remind me I was at 6:45. I'm going to try to find something real quick. I recorded this the other day for this very reason, for him saying that Johnny Mac kicked my ass on my front lawn. Now, this is from 2 days ago. Listen closely. I believe it was the night before last. Listen.
Everybody that knows me knows I was in Florida.
You were in
Maryland. Got such a fucking bad memory for me, gallivanting. But when I was in Maryland, 2 hours from you, the night you went on your show and said that you just got off the phone with the FBI.
I did not. Tony, I never spoke to the FBI about you. I never would. Not in a million fucking years. You're the one that called the cops on me, dumbass, not the other way around. Why? What did I do? What mistake did I make, Soto? Oh, he doesn't know. Oh, I thought you said FBS does it. No, yeah, he doesn't.
I packed up and beelined back to Florida. A week later, those guys decided they were going to make that maneuver.
He was not.
A week later.
Guys, he was not in Florida. He was a couple hours away in Maryland at the time.
You keep bringing it up, though, because...
Hold on. He was upset about how I asked for donations yesterday to match. Poor dumbass had a senior moment, and he forgot my name. Oh, yeah, I know. I heard him. He said, I don't know if he said in this video yet that I've been playing. I don't think, but he says that you broke your back or broke the bank or some shit. I don't know what he said. He broke the bank and gave $50. I don't know what the fuck. He's an asshole.
It never happened. Nobody's.
Yeah, I think he's taken them all down already, Rebecca. If you need anything, I can send it to you.
Showed any paperwork from any courts.
Now listen, this is important.
Nobody showed any.
Because he just said in today's video from this morning, Johnny Mac whipped my ass on my front lawn, right? He says that from time to time. Listen.
Nobody showed anything. So as far as I'm concerned, when that went down, and Johnny Mac went live because I had almost 200 people in my chat, and Sasha called him up and said, you better get live because he's taking all your thunder. And Johnny Mac did his show after supposedly crossing state lines and committing all these felonies. Because he wanted the thunder, and everybody started, hey, Johnny Mac did it. Tony Pizza didn't do shit. Johnny Mac did it. I said, oh, yeah? Okay. I put up the Johnny Mac drive-by and exposed him. He's a total pussy. I helped you, jerk off. I helped you by putting up that Johnny Mac drive-by, showing he was there 3 hours early.
Exactly. Yes. In case anybody doesn't know what he's talking about. A couple of days after I got jumped that night. And if you want more proof that I got jumped, remember what he just said, okay? He said that he put up a video of Johnny Mac doing a drive-by, meaning not a real drive-by, driving past my house numerous times at an incredible rate of speed, okay? You have to be a psychopath to go faster than like 25 miles an hour on the street. And every time Johnny passed my house, and he was video recording it, he flew. I told you, I got him on video. He completely ran. Once I figured out from the... Anyway, I knew what rental car he had. I so I went to my videos and I figured out which one was him because it was the same rental car he had here that night when I got jumped. It was the same car, whatever. Plus you could see him on the camera. He was flying past the fucking house. Like he'd be driving down the street, and as soon as he got to this house, he'd speed up. And I got him on video running the stop sign. He's never even denied that it was him, I don't think. But even if he did, he's pathological. So, in other words, what you're saying, Tony, is that the guy who was here 3 hours before his friends was too terrified to stop at my house or do anything until his friends arrived later on. Right? That's what you just said. He was here 3 hours earlier than them. And even when he would pass my house to check things out, he'd speed by. Right? We know that. We know that about that situation. You just said it yourself. Okay. So you're telling me that the guy who was too terrified to confront me until he had at least 4 other guys with him whipped my ass. All right. Yeah. And he waited for the other guys, but I didn't get jumped. It was a one-on-one fight, but the guy that supposedly fought me one-on-one, he didn't do it until he had 4 of his friends with him, or at least 3, according to those guys. Okay. Oh. So what are the chances that actually happened? That the guy that was too afraid to confront me without his friends and wouldn't even drive past my house unless he was speeding and running stop signs, was it just whipped my ass all by himself? And the other guys just stood there and watched. And then, yeah. Okay, Tony, you talk too much. That's your problem, dummy. You just said it yourself. You helped me. You did. I have that video where Johnny Mac is flying by the fucking house running the stop sign. Like, and you have videos. The video he's talking about that he posted, because the one I caught on my camera, but he has one where Johnny Mac's coming down the side street here. And then when he turns the corner, he flies past my house. So yeah. So it doesn't seem to make much sense anymore, does it? The bullshit story you guys want to push that the other guys were just there, just cause. And it was just a fight between me and Johnny beat my ass in 22 seconds. Doesn't seem to make sense when you put even the slightest bit of thought into it, does it? Yeah, I know. Believe me. I know I was there. I know what really happened. Here we go. Let me go back to the other video. Let me see. I'll just give this another minute. Hold on.
Showing the fucking bear spray in the fucking Billy Club.
Thank you. Yeah. What did he just say? Johnny Mac sent him a picture showing him the bear spray in the Billy Club. Yeah, he put that up too. So while Johnny was waiting for his friends to get here and wouldn't do a thing until they got here, and he wouldn't even drive past my house without speeding past it, he also had bear spray in a thing like this fucking big and a Billy Club on his seat. Okay, just wanted to make that clear for everybody.
Good. He shared everything with me on his way there. I didn't know that was.
Did he give you the picture of the back of his head all lumped up? Because I have it.
Ran for that day. And it's so long ago, it's easy for you to spit everything like you always do because you're a rat, scumbag, liar.
Well, according to what you just said, I didn't spin anything. It's exactly what I said it was. All right, let's get back to this. We were at 6:45.
Sickening to want to feel a nigga lover.
Oh, my God, the language. Guys, please donate. Thank you very much. I am 7 years clean and sober today, and it's Father's Day, and I'm awesome, and I entertain the shit out of you every day. I think today is a good day to donate.
Allowed it, so, you know what I mean? I got nothing to do with them fucking whack jobs. But anyway, we'll move on. My show's not about...
I'll tell you why. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking every time he does a show, he has to eat during the show. It's not that. It's that he's always eating. So it's not that he's eating while he's doing the show. It's that he's doing the show while he's eating. I mean, that's it. He's always eating. So the show is just, that's not the point. The point is to eat. The show is just extra.
A fucking loser that went from the rehab to the retard's house.
Guys, I've done thousands of live streams. One time I was so fucking hungry, I ate pizza. And I kept turning the camera off every time I took a bite, chewed and swallowed. That I accidentally turned it on at one point where I was taking a bite. Even that bothered me. Yeah, it's classless. It's disgusting.
We all know that his mother didn't die. And she's fucking that nigga Cam.
See, that's what I mean, Tony. This is why when I see you, bro, it's lights out. You know, you keep talking about my fucking mother. You've smartened up enough to stop talking about Michaela, but you keep talking about my mother, and you wonder why I spent thousands of dollars to punk you and make an asshole out of you in front of the whole world. You would never say this to my face in a million fucking years. You would never mention my mother. You would never even see me face to face. You would run like a bitch. If I ever see you, Tony, I swear to God, you're finished. It's all over, buddy. Take that, screenshot it, send it to whoever the fuck you want. Send it to the sheriff, send it to the cops. I don't give a fuck.
I mean, there ain't no stepson watching the house.
He has no idea. He doesn't understand the love between me and my mother because he doesn't care about his own. He doesn't care about his own fucking mother. You know what I mean? So he says shit like that, like as if that don't sting every time to hear somebody say that my beautiful mother who I lost is actually still here. When I wish more than anything that was fucking true, you low-life scumbag.
You know, as far as I'm concerned, it's a done deal. I'm fucking finished with, you know, I didn't have a life with her. I'm never going to have a life with her. She could die today. I don't give a fuck. All right? She don't have the fucking heart to give me a call and apologize for what the fuck she did. And she's a piece of shit. You know what I mean? She's a piece of shit just like the pieces of shit she talked to on the phone.
What she did. What, raised you with love and gave you everything you wanted and you were a spoiled little bitch so you ran off? Yeah, and Tony, you say in this video again, you ran away when you were 13. You were on your own by 16, whatever that means. Some shit like that. Tony, we already know the story. Your mother had no reason to lie to us. You did not run away at 13. You did not leave home at 13. You ran away at 16, dickhead. Fucking so full of shit. But he doesn't understand. This is why people want to hurt him the way they do. And Tony, just know I'm out of my fucking mind. I know you think I'm broke and all this and I don't have any money. If I wanted to, I could leave right now and come back to Florida. And I could stay another week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks if I want. Will it be financially convenient? No. But can I do it? Abso-fucking-lutely. Bro, I got American Express card. I got all kinds of credit cards with high limits I don't even use. Even if I didn't have cash, I could still, anytime I wanted, the drop of a hat, book a trip to Florida and creep up on you. So just remember that, fuckface. And so can a lot of other people. No, of course not. No, never an Italian. Fuck no, bro. Nope. But, you know, he's not Italian either at all in any way, shape, or form. Just thought I'd throw that in there, Tony, because, you know, I know it drives you crazy when I say that, but it's the truth. You're not the slightest bit Italian.
Watching the house with guns. We all know this guy in Kaz scammed the shit out of everybody. We all know that he got his ass kicked on his fucking front lawn by fucking Johnny Mac.
That's why I just played that.
He told everybody, I don't even have a front lawn. There you go. There you go. I got pictures of your house.
Tony, I mean, there's grass there. It's like this wide, and it's just a strip. If you want to consider that a lawn, I guess there's a sidewalk in between the house and that little strip. I don't know. I guess I have a different vision of what a lawn is. You know, I have a side lawn and back lawn, not a front lawn.
You park your cars right in the front.
Yeah, everybody knows that, Tony.
Right in the front of the house. So
not always. Sometimes across the street. Sometimes if there's a street sweeping or something, I park on the side of the house. Not always in front of the house, but usually. This is when he just leaves the fucking video randomly.
Yesterday. So
this is what I mean, guys. This is another huge difference between any other YouTuber and Tony Pizza. If I have to do something with the dogs, or if I have to go grab something from out front or something, you know, I will. I'll try to get Miss Campy-Wrong to come on and talk to you. I'll play a song, something. Tony will not put the effort into his show, where just the little effort it takes to just stay on camera and keep doing the show. His time isn't based around the show. Like right now, this is what I have to be doing. This is how I make a living. So I'm not playing PlayStation and just staying silent for 10 minutes at a time. I'm not on the phone with someone. I'm not leaving the room constantly. You know, Tony can't even put in the effort to just say, okay, I'm going to, you know, I'm doing a show. So regardless of what else is going on, this is the priority. The show is the priority. He's never done a show in his life. He just live streams. Pizza is always claiming you were rewriting history, but this fucktard does it regularly with the help of a regular guy. Another Cyclops. Hills have eyes fucking goofball. Yeah. And Tony, back to what I was saying a little while ago. He ain't even around. What happened, bro? Since I got back from Florida, which was Friday, not on one live stream have you had anybody in your chat. What is going on, bro? You think they all gave up on you because you're a coward? Like I said earlier, I think they did. I think they did, fuckface. Oh, and the other thing, Tony says no one wears polo. I'm the only one that wears polo. So I posted that it's like the most common men's designer brand in the fucking world. Tony, polo, there will never be a time when polo is out of style or people aren't wearing it. It's polo, fuckface. But he doesn't know anything, you know? Polo.
So, I took Leon to a steakhouse yesterday, and we had some fucking T-bones. I bought 2 porterhouses. And I had an amazing day yesterday. You know, I made $230 yesterday.
See, and that's
They'll
the
say,
thing.
oh, no,
That's the thing, Tony. This is why you don't have anything. Like, I could have bought a couple of steak dinners the other night, right? But instead I bought this shirt. Nice shirt, isn't it? Guess how long I'll have this shirt? Long time. Guess how much use I'll get out of it? A lot. You see, even clothes are a better investment than fucking food. Meaning, don't get me wrong, you got to eat to live. But I'm saying, eating steaks is not exactly healthy, Tony. It's not a healthy choice by any stretch of the imagination, I guess, especially for someone your age and the shape you're in. So it wouldn't have mattered if you ate off the dollar menu, if that even exists. You could have eaten for $9, $10 at McDonald's, but you choose to go out and get 2 porterhouse steaks. And this is why it'll never matter how much money you make. Never. It'll never matter how much people give to you. Ever. You'll just take it and squander it on food and drugs. That's it. You'll never actually have anything. Jesus Christ, somebody said the other day, do you think Tony Pizza will ever buy a new shirt? And the answer is no. No. I mean, this guy, when he was making thousands of dollars a week, not a month, and you guys all know that happened for a long time, he had somebody meet him with a trunk full of used clothing, and he took the clothing from the guy. This motherfucker could have went to Gucci with all the money he had. He gets free clothes. Yeah, I know. Of course, Rebecca, the whole fucking world with polo. I mean, come on, it's the dumbest thing I ever heard. Who wears polo? Everybody who can afford it. The fuck are you talking about? Very few people wear Kiss t-shirts that they bought at a concert in 1984. He sure makes it hard to stand behind or next to, and sure damn sure in front of. Yeah, no doubt. All right.
say, oh, no, you didn't.
What's this? Somebody just sent me something. Oh. All right.
Say, oh, no, you didn't. Then I'll turn around and tell people I'm a man whore. Can you imagine?
I didn't say you're a man.
At my age?
I said that
Can you imagine at my...
I said that throughout your childhood, you were diddled on a regular basis. And, you were assaulted many, many times. In a way, it's sad. If we didn't know you to be the animal that you are, it would be more sad. But because that happened to you, you went on to do it to your brother and all kinds of other children, I'm sure, sick fuck. That's all. You wear polo, he wears Looney Tunes. Yeah, no shit. And he don't even want to look up the Carl Kanai shit I have. The Carl Kanai shit. One sweatshirt, I could buy like 6 of these. Bro, I probably got, if I took 4 just Carl Kanai sweatshirts I got in the closet, they cost more than Tony's car. Those sweatshirts start at $200 each. Like, but you don't know nothing about that either.
Each that he thinks, oh, see the envelope? There was $100 in there. Somebody brought me an envelope. That's respect. They put it in an envelope.
Tony, we're supposed to believe that. Isn't it funny? Tony's on camera all the time, 2-3 times a day, hours a day. The most we ever see is somebody maybe give him a $10 bill, right? It's always when he's off camera that somebody gives him 100. Every day he gets 100 from someone, but that never happens on camera. On camera, it's 5, 10, maybe once or twice 20. I think it's almost like he's full of shit. Nobody gives him $100. That's right, Joe Bruno.
Can you believe
Phil Redding? Where are you at? Because there's one in Lancaster and there's one in Hershey. That's where I go. I go to both of those.
like the imagination on these fucking homos projecting themselves into my life, saying all this atrocious stuff?
And by the way, he said a porterhouse steak for him and one for Leon. Now, that's his way of saying, look how good I feed the dog. No, Tony, that's not something you can afford to do. You're a panhandler. Do you understand? If you're going to get Leon a steak, which is absurd to do in your position, you get him a sirloin, maybe like a T-bone. A porterhouse, you fucking idiot. This is why you have nothing.
About me, like, you know, I'm not panhandling. I'm really
Rebecca, that's very
writing stuff on
very possible.
signs to pick up men. No. I mean, I've been a worldly guy my whole life.
Never heard of that, Phil.
You know, when I say worldly, I mean I've been out in the world my whole life.
That's not what worldly means, dumbass.
This shitbag lived in crack hotels with his mother until he got pinched,
Sure, in your fake story, yeah.
and then went away and weaseled his way into this retard's house, and all his bills are paid. He don't have to worry about money. That's what he says. He's not like me. He's got everything paid for. It's all taken care of. Of course, he's got a sugar mama, 10 years older than him.
No, 10 years older than me. Who the fuck is that? Tony, you know what, guys? I think I'm willing to finally come to a final conclusion. Are you ready? Tony's broke. I mean it. Tony Ducks, wherever you are, I think you were right. I don't think there's a shoebox anymore. There's no way this guy could be making the kind of money I make even now, because he everything I do, he's like, it must be on a credit card. I think Tony has no cash. I don't think he has any money. He doesn't understand that thing. They're so stupid because they made fun of me a couple of years ago because I didn't have a credit card. Now it's everything I put is on a credit card, or everything I buy is put on a credit card. Then why didn't I have one years ago? Why was everything paid for credit that I didn't have then, or what? There's no way he has money. Tony, you're broke. You're a fucking bum.
You know, and then he's got his sips giving him money because they feel bad for him. God forbid the retard goes back to the factory. But anyway,
Yeah, I mean,
still,
that would be a
he's sitting
horrible.
there
That would be
with
a
a-
horrible choice. But at least I was there at one time. He says go back to the factory. You never even worked in one. You never worked any job. You told the lady the other day you've been a pizza man for 30 years. When was the last time you made a pizza, fuckface?
bad balance on his checkbook, trying to roast me and my family that are very well to do. I mean, I myself am not in the same position as my family.
This is the only guy in the world dumb enough to spend his life begging for money while simultaneously telling everybody how rich his family is. This is why nobody gives you anything. You're a fucking dope. Even if that was true, you don't want to tell people that in your position. But it's not, Tony. I've gone over your family tree and all that. They don't have any money. Natalie doesn't have money like that. Okay? She doesn't have money. That fucking place was probably bought by her husband, been paid off for years. Your family doesn't have any fucking money. You're so full of shit. And again, and at least he says this in a minute, that doesn't mean you have anything. And he says about me all the time, you're just mad that my mom gave me $10,000 and your mom couldn't give you $5. Not at all, Tony. Listen, I don't wish I was a rich kid in any way, shape, or form. Even though I did some bad things to make money, the point is I always made it on my own. Since I was a teenager, I made my money on my own. I would have never, no matter how much my mom had. Shit, when we sold the house in Dover, my mom had like $80,000 fucking dollars in cash. Okay. I never asked my mom for money. You're insane. You're out of your mind. I take great pride in the fact that I gave her money and not the other way around, Tony. When the rest of us took care of our mothers, and you're a guy whose mother took care of you, and most likely still does, at least to some extent, how is that a feather in your cap? How are you bragging about that, bro? If you need money from your mother, you're 59 now. At 56, you extorted her out of $10,000, and you're proud because in your mind that makes it look like your mother is loaded. Tony, this is the kind of shit Johnny Mac used to do and shit. Johnny Mac used to be like, well, my wife makes more money than your wife. First of all, that was never proven. But secondly, I used to say to Johnny, like on these shows, why in the fuck does that even matter? Like, let's compare our accomplishments to each other. Like, what does it matter what my wife did or your wife? Your wife is not you. My wife is not me, you know? But this is what he does. He's got no accomplishments of his own, so he wants to convince the world while his family is loaded. Tony, that makes you even more of a loser. That means you had every opportunity in the world and still do, okay? And you still ain't shit. Somehow, with millionaire family members, or as you say, billionaire family members, you still haven't figured out how to actually, become something in life. Okay. No, not Delaware, Pennsylvania. It's a place nobody knows exists. Get Tony a nice liver and onion for dinner. He would move in with his mother today at age 59 if she would let him. There's no question. That's why he hangs around there. It's what he's waiting for. Guys, let me tell you something. The only reason he's in there, because I don't think they have a relationship. Like I said, I think every now and then she does his laundry for him. Maybe she gives him a few bucks, but that's just to, keep him away. And why not do your son's laundry? If he's in your community, go into play. You want your son to smell like shit all the time? I'd probably do the same fucking thing, keep him as clean as possible. But what was I gonna say? He's staying around there because he thinks that place is gonna go to him when she dies, or at the very least, right after she dies, till they figure out what's gonna happen with the place. He can sleep there, he can live there, That's it. The guy doesn't give a flying fuck about anybody but himself. His mother's nothing to him. You just heard him say it. He just wants whatever he can get. He's a fucking leech. He's trying to bleed her dry. And when she dies, he's gonna be like SoFlo. SoFlo got cut out of the will because he was a scumbag. His brother got everything. It's gonna be the same fucking thing, Tony. That woman knows giving you money is like setting it on fire. That money's going to Alex, maybe Monica. If there is even any money, you ain't getting shit, bro. But this is he's such a fucking scumbag that he has to wait for his mother to die just so he could finally have something. And he's not going to get it anyway. If it was up to him, she'd drop fucking dead tomorrow.
But I myself I'm my own man, and I don't live off my family.
What? Tony, you're your own man.
No.
How could Tony say that? You're your own man. Tony, you panhandle for a living. Unless somebody gives you money, you won't have any. What are you talking about? Of course, he doesn't know what being your own man is either, I guess.
If it was him in my shoes, he'd be, he'd be handcuffed to the fucking bedpost in his bedroom in his mommy's house.
What does that mean?
Saying, you can't. I didn't ask you to come into this world. I didn't ask you to make me. You know, that's his fucking analogy.
Okay, now, again, that's one of those things. Tell me I'm wrong. Where the fuck did that come from? I'll tell you where. It happened to him. I don't know if he was handcuffed in his bedroom. Nothing about that was ever said about anyone on here. That they were, in their room yelling, why did you have me? I didn't ask to be put here. But it came off the top of Tony Pete's dome, right? What does that tell you? Again, projection, Tony. You shouldn't say these weird, strange things completely out of left field, because anybody with brains is going to come to the conclusion that you're just projecting your own life experience onto someone else. Donate, guys.
But he wants to sit there and pretend that he's got it all together. And he's got retards placating to that. So, hey, you know what I mean? If you got it, you got it. What can you do? Me, on the other hand, I choose not to live up.
Tony, let me ask you something. I just want to go over this real quick. So I am a guy who built my credit. I have very good credit. I still have some money saved, right? I've been able to do wonderful things for my family with the money I make. I took care of my mother before she passed for years. I have been in the same home for years, whether it belongs to me or not. And if I had to get another one, I could do it on my own. So in other words, I have some money. My credit's established, all that shit. I have a permanent residence I've been in for years. I have an income. This is my job. There's an income. What don't I have together? What is missing? I have a wife. I have a daughter who's doing great in life, and I have 2 stepkids who are doing wonderfully as well. What don't I have together? When you say you're pretending to have everything together, explain to me what I don't have at this point that makes it so I have to pretend I have everything together. Please tell us that in your next live stream.
Live off my mother. I choose not to.
Oh, Rebecca, no doubt.
I mean, if they would have left us alone when I first was on here, and I told everybody they don't need to donate no more, and I'm okay. My mother gave me 10 grand and everything. If they would have left us alone, I'd probably have my own house by now, because I would have got a job and just worked, and but I had no idea that there were shitbags like this in this world.
Oh God, I almost want to end the show there, Tony. Is everybody as fed up with this shit as I am? Tony, how come I've made all kinds of money and nobody's been able to get in the way of that or make it so that I can't do what I want with my money? How come, Tony? I want you to explain to us in detail what we did to affect whatever it is you wanted to or did or didn't accomplish with that $10,000. I want you to explain how, if it wasn't for us picking on you on YouTube, which, by the way, we're just fighting back. You're the guy that attacks all of us. Explain to me how, if we weren't picking on you, you would have a house now. You sound like a complete fucking moron, bro. Even your cars that you get, every 3 months, you got to get a new one. I mean, they just break down. You can't maintain anything. What the fuck? You would have had a house by now. Tony, if your mother gave you $10 million, you wouldn't have a house. You don't even want one. Holy shit. That's true. I don't. But that's another thing, though. I have basically a brand new car that's in my name. I used my credit to get it. It belongs to me. I mean, what am I supposed? I don't understand. I have all kinds of possessions. I have tens of thousands of dollars of shit I could sell at any time if I needed to. What don't I have together? And I don't sit here, believe me, I've said it many times. I'm not bragging. I should be a hell of a lot further in life. I don't know where I should be, but I should be a hell of a lot further in life than I am now at my age. But bottom line is, I have everything everybody else has. I just have a way better job. So what is it that I don't have together? When you say that, what are you referring to? What really matters is that you have progressed in life and you're comfortable and you have a family who loves you and people around you who respect you. Pizza will never have any of that. Thank you, Nick. 100%. Shane Curry, he is the real life cable guy. Every show he watches, he takes on a character from. The idiots in his chat are just like the freaks and losers that went to those karaoke parties. Cable. Yeah, I know. I love that movie. Shit, I remember that karaoke party too. Shannon never saw that. I gotta watch that with her some night.
In this world, I had no idea that there was jealous, self-hating scum like Joey Dimes, the inbred fucking muffin top face with a longhorn tattoo on his ass because he got fucked in the ass in fucking Texas. You know what I mean?
Oh my
and he's got AIDS.
Where did that come? Tony, listen, I don't care what anybody says. You couldn't possibly be gayer. Okay, if you had a pussy, you couldn't be more. You're so into dicks. I don't even know what to say. I mean, and getting fucked in the ass and blowjobs by men. You are so strange. For you to just say what you just said, where did that even come from? A longhorn tattoo because he got effed in the A in Texas? What? And then the whole beginning of the show is about he keeps saying I'm gay. There's nothing gay about me. No. That obscure, weird, strange thing that came completely out of left field that I've never heard anyone say about another human being, and neither has anyone else. That just came off the top of your fucking head, but it wasn't living in your brain somewhere already. Okay, yeah. Exactly. I know. Well, and you know why, Shane? Because he's a gay guy who happens to be a junkie. Yeah. I know, Rebecca. I'm telling you, this is astounding. Guys, donate to the show, please. I'd appreciate it very much. Don't leave me hanging.
Shitbags like this FBS guy who, totally fucking took offense that my mother gave me 10 grand and his mother couldn't give him $5. Totally took offense.
Nobody gave a fuck. I hope she gives you another 10 grand. Every time you do that, we can ridicule you for years about being a grown man and needing money from your fucking mother. Your mother who lives on a fixed income. Nobody took offense. He's so full of shit, guys. Oh my God, he's so full of shit.
And for the fact that, he's still trying to sell the same stories over and over and over again.
What would those be?
It's amazing. It's amazing how can people watch this guy. But anyway, they've wiped out over 10 channels of mine.
Soto, exactly. We fucking laughed, bro. Nobody was bothered by that, Tony. We thought it was unbelievable that you're that pathetic of a human fucking being. But let me tell you, this isn't designed for us. You know what I mean? What he's saying, he knows we know better. This is designed for the douchebags who are listening to him who don't know the history of this. So he can convince them that, look, guys, every time, I take 2 steps forward, they push me back 10 steps. I would be so much better off if they just would leave me alone and stop picking on me. And somehow they believe that. They managed to totally ignore the fact that he's talking about my mother, my daughter, a girl with cancer, even after she passes away. I mean, he's the most brutal, vicious individual. He will say and do anything when it comes to your family. He keeps bringing up my deceased mother, every fucking thing else. But he's the victim. It's all of us just picking on him. And man, if we just leave him alone, he'd finally make it. Here's the funny part, Tony. You've only been on here 5 years, buddy. You've been homeless for 43, 44 years, 43, something like that. Okay. who was slowing you down before? Oh, that's right. It was your mother, or it was the woke jokes, or it was Antifa. Tony, you gotta stop, bro. Your name should be Tony Excuses. And by the way, I just got to do something real quick. Now, during this show, Tony, and this is not political, guys, so relax. During the show, Tony said Trump is doing a great job. Gas is $3.99 a gallon today. He said something like that. Okay, so Trump is doing a great job. And he talks about, I don't know how expensive it was or something under Biden, some shit like that. So now I get this a lot when I used to do the politics shows. It was in every live stream topic, and I try to explain to people that, you know, since he started the war, gas has been unbelievably more expensive than it was during most of the Biden years. Okay, so I usually tell people what the average is in a year. Like 2023, the average was this. 2024, the average was that. But I don't want anybody to be able to say any shit. Oh, but you did it the wrong way. So what I did is I looked up June of every year going back to 2021. Now in 2022, let me just explain this real quick. There was a shortage of oil, first of all, and Donald Trump in his last year in office during COVID made a deal with Saudi Arabia and Russia to stop producing so much oil. So they cut down from 13 million barrels a day to like 6 million barrels a day, something like that, because nobody was driving. Okay. The problem is when you do that, when you cut down on the oil production because nobody's driving, eventually people will start driving again. Now what happens? Okay. You went from too much supply and not enough demand to too much demand and not enough supply. And that does what? That raises prices, right? Plus the Ukraine Russia thing and everything. So in 2022, gas spiked worldwide. Every nation on earth had massive inflation, and oil prices were up for everyone. Okay. Wasn't Biden. I know you like to say he did print money and stuff to some extent, just like Trump did, but it had nothing to do with the gas prices. We were producing more oil under Biden than any time in history. All right. So, you know, you don't know anything about yeah, I don't know what the fuck happened there. I don't know what happened. It just like kicked me off. Anyway, you don't know anything about politics or any of this stuff, you know, so I don't expect you to understand. But there was reasons why in 2022 gas was through the fucking roof. The problem is you're one of those people that acts like it stayed that way. Okay. And you don't get credit for starting a fire and then putting it out. You understand? So in other words, the gas was under $3 a gallon national average 4 or 5 months ago. Start a war in Iran, gas goes up to $4.50 at one point, national average, $4.50 a gallon. So if it comes down to $3.99, no, you don't get credit because gas prices came back down. They only went up because of what you did. So that's a big Trump thing. He starts a fire, he puts it out, he gets credit. No. So let me just tell you this, and I'll get right back to the pizza shit. Everybody relax. Let me tell you this, okay? In June of 2021, the national average for a gallon of regular gasoline in the United States was approximately 307. In June of 2022, there was an all-time high of 502, okay? 502 a gallon national average. In June of 2023, the national average per gallon was 358. In June of 2024, the national average for a gallon of gasoline was 345. In June 25, it was 315 a gallon. Okay. Right now, it's 395 to 399 a gallon in June of 2026. So gas still, even though it's gone down a little in the last couple of months, is higher than it was in 2022. Wait, was it 22? I think. When was the spike? Yeah, I think for the year, for the average, it was still lower in 2022. But okay, in June of 2023, June of 2024, June of 2025, gas was less than it is now in June of 2026. Okay, by a lot. You're talking about maybe 40, 50 cents a gallon. All right, so shut up. You don't know. Don't ever talk politics or any of this shit. You don't know a fucking thing. Okay. And by the way, the 39th, peace agreement took a shit, as we all knew it would. So gas is about to spike again. It's going to go back up. Believe that, because now, even in the memorandum of understanding, Iran was going to start tolling ships, oil ships. But now even that's out the window, and they're going to close the Strait of Hormuz again. So gas is going to go back up a lot. Thank you, Wisco Chick. Where have you been? I missed you. It's good to see you. Yeah, I'm tan as a motherfucker, for real. I am. You have a beautiful family, brother, and Smuck Turd Pizza is a Grinch all year round. He is. Thank you, Joe Bruno. How's a filthy, ignorant, homeless man talking complete trash into a cell phone sitting in the car he lives in considered a show? It's not. With the cushion he got with YT, he should have run and made a life. Yeah, man. Forget about the 10 grand. You've made hundreds of thousands of dollars, Tony. We've proven it. I mean, there's no amount of money that's going to make you ever get your shit together. It's not going to happen. Yeah, it's going right back up. And eventually it'll hit $5 and all that. It'll be higher than it was in 2022. There's no question about it. You start a war you have no idea how to handle and no idea how to get out of. You have no fucking plan. Now he wants to give fucking, Iran 24 billion of their own money, or 28 billion or something, when they threw a fit when Obama gave them 1.7 billion of their own money back. And they want to make a $300 billion reconstruction fund available to them. Yeah, bang up job, Trump. Anyway, no more politics.
Even on this channel, they're trying to age restrict my shows. They're trying to stop me from making posts. They're still copying my name, my channels, trying to steal my thunder. And they all checked in with him last year.
Tony, you do know this happens to all of us, right? It's called YouTube. It happens to all of us. What up,
I had to
Chief?
screen record him.
How you doing, bro?
His sun grown, his dimes, his Miss Cunt smells wrong, his Mike Sell, his he, his fucking.
What do you mean his? You think they belong to me or something? The fuck?
Fake Marine over there in Kentucky.
How dare you?
Broke his back.
The man's name is Michael Hensley. He's a real Marine. Fuckface.
He must have got drunk and fucking broke his bank and gave him $45. But and you must match.
Yeah.
I mean.
That's the rule, Tony. If somebody donates and says match, people have to match. I didn't make the rule. I just follow it.
It's fucking sickening to watch. It's got to be. But this is a free show. Nobody's got to give me anything. I mean, I got a few people that still have love for me and send me a few dollars here and there. But all in all, as you can see, nobody's coming to the chat no more. Because,
how fucking great is that?
Dick Dents is back in his command post with his fucking Don Berlin files.
Yeah, even that.
So they're all scared.
It's even my fault. Your show sucks. Yeah. Nobody, you heard him say it. Nobody comes in his chat anymore. That is terrific. Tony, you're finished. We've finished you. You're done. We finished you. That last trip to Florida was it for you. Okay. My last trip to Florida. You're done. You ain't even got a regular guy. You ain't got Ricky Dick. You ain't got none of those jerk offs in there. But somehow that's my fault, right? Because it's not your fault. It's not your fault that for years you convinced your people. All right, Soto. Thanks, brother. Have a good night. Enjoy your dinner. Happy Father's Day, bro. Yeah, I know, Phil. It's not the fact that you pussied out after telling your people for years that you were going to fuck me up and this and that, getting their hopes all up and then running from me a total of like 15 days out of 1 month. You ran from me. Okay. I was in Florida for about 16 days between May 12th and fucking June 19th. So a little over a month. Okay. You ran 16 of those days if not 17. I got to figure it out. So, because it's interesting as a motherfucker, Johnny Max. Great name. Is this Johnny Mac? I wonder. Anyway, he's finished. Has nothing to do with me. See, dummy, you have to figure out that I'm still doing my show, even if it's about him. I'm not finished. He's finished. So it's like explaining life to children sometimes. Anyway, it's not your fault that you scam your people on a regular basis. You constantly promise them things and don't deliver. You collect money for shit that you never wind up buying, and then you don't even offer the money back. It's none of that shit. It's my fault nobody comes into your chat because according to you, I'm somehow going to like expose them now. I'm going to expose them. Like as if I wouldn't have already done that if I had the information. Hey guys, just so you know, if you're not going into Tony Pizza's chat, I don't have your information. I would have put it out there already. I hate you motherfuckers. So Tony, what are you going to say now if they don't come in? I just made it clear I don't have shit. Yeah, I know, exactly. Exactly. You would think being as lucky as Tony is by collecting a couple 100,000, that he would make a percentage, take a percentage and help other homeless people. Greedy motherfucker, no. It's not even something Tony considers.
Got a fucking email from him. But it's okay. Or maybe Tom Lavecchia is telling him, well, I'll pay you to stay.
Yeah, Tom Lavecchia, the boogeyman. He is gay, Johnny Max. There's no question.
Who knows? Who knows? But at the end of the day, I will prevail. And
you're doing good.
You know, I mean, he's still trying to prove that he punked me somehow by not coming to where I was and going live.
So in other words, this is what Tony's saying. FBS came here and I hid. Because I hid, FBS couldn't find me and had no way of coming to where I was because he had no idea where I was. So when FBS leaves, I'm going to tell everybody FBS is a pussy because if he would have just came to where I was when he had no idea where I was, and that's impossible, then something would have happened. Your logic is fucking twisted, dopey.
Yes, I was in Charlotte County, but he knew where I was and he didn't go live there while I was there. He went 20 miles in every direction to go live to give himself enough head start to get the fuck out of Dodge. And they struck my channel, so I couldn't go live. I couldn't go live to show everybody, here I am and there I go. So,
and Johnny Max, just out of curiosity, you said my entire show is this homeless dude. Why do you watch if it's you don't like it? I don't understand. I always wonder that about people.
Shut up. Every time I go live, this motherfucker. You knock it off. Knock it off.
The dog, this motherfucker, he calls him.
This is what happens when you spoil a dog.
Oh my God.
He wants to, see, he hears me talking, so he thinks.
Tony really believes Leon is spoiled. Why? Because he gets to eat every now and then? Tony, I want you to explain to us on your next live stream how Leon is spoiled. Please tell all of us. The most important thing a dog can have, a familiar place, familiar surroundings, he's never had. So tell us how he's spoiled. Hey, my love, what are you doing?
Nothing.
What is that?
That's just nothing.
Okay.
Well, he thinks I'm talking to him.
All right, Rebecca.
Oh, that's why he's doing that. Because this little dickhead with his fucking dog.
Well, listen, I'm going to tell you the truth, guys. This video is so good, I'm going to pick up tomorrow. I'm at 16:07. But since Shanna is here, and she seems to be carrying a mysterious bag, I am going to get going and spend time with my family. But I do thank all of you for being here and everybody who donated. You guys are awesome. Do I think more of you should have donated? No doubt. No doubt. But hey, I either way, I appreciate the ones who did. And I still love the ones who didn't. Let me see. Johnny Max, I watch because I hate pizza, but I wish he would take a break from his corny ass. Well, I just might. We'll see. Tomorrow I might talk about him on one show, but I did Addiction and Recovery earlier, and tomorrow I'm gonna do an A-Light Gene Borello Fat Joe show. I'm actually looking forward to that because I have strong opinions. Very strong opinions. Hassan Campbell's even talking about this dumb shit. It's unbelievable. Huge channels are talking about this. Yeah, I know, right, Trent? Yeah. So anyway, guys, thank you for everything. I love yous, and happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. You guys are fucking awesome. Best thing a man can be is a good father. And yes, that's right, Rebecca, definitely. So I love you all, and until next time, salute.